Hey guys, today we're going to be learning how to hit all the basic stalls. Before we learn to stall, we need to learn an important tech called bouncing. You can bounce off pretty much anything while off the map, and the reason we need to cover this before stalling is because it makes it much easier to survive off map and helps when stalling and learning. We'll use this rock as an example for teaching this tech. If you want to follow along with me but you still can't hit low stall, make a new custom game with this code. And when the game starts, jump into this level, and then hold your interact key, and then press jump. This skips the first level and puts you directly on low stall. If you accidentally go to level 3, hold your interact key and press crouch to take you back a level. Start by charging your punch, and after you release it, press jump to cancel it just before it connects. If you're feeling adventurous, try to get a bounce so high you actually hit the marker. To complete the level, you just have to slam back onto the platform, which is given to you when you hit that marker. You will need to slam up very fast, otherwise you won't have enough height to get back up. If you're having trouble getting the bounce, try holding jump while charging and releasing. It will immediately cancel your punch and give you a bounce. Keep in mind, this isn't about completing the level, it's just about learning how bouncing works. When stalling, it's important to adjust yourself as you fall using forward, back, left, and right. It matters the most when you're about to hit the stall and just after. This is because even if you hit a stall, you can just bounce straight back out of it if you have too much momentum in any given direction. We'll start with this side because these are all the most common stalls you'll see. Try to keep yourself as still in the air as possible while you're learning. This is more consistent than this. We've already gone over ramp stall in the last tutorial, but to summarize, you want to fall into it holding forward and land in the corner of it. If you hit anywhere else, you will fall out. When you're in the corner, forward isn't enough to keep you there. Hold left as well, but try not to move your camera too far out or you're gonna fall out. This is low stall. It's brain dead easy to hit once you've done it a couple times. Aim slightly inside the rock and fall down and you're in it. Once again, adjust yourself in the air as you fall, and personally, I'm most comfortable with falling forward into it on a slight angle. Remember to pay attention to my input overlay on the left side of the screen if you're still struggling with this. This one's called mid stall. The spot is just inside the rock like low stall. It's easiest to hit when you have little to no momentum. For this stall, you always want to be pressing something if you're trying to maintain it, otherwise you will just slide out. This is tall stall. Some people also call it high stall. Its spot is a little different to low and mid, as you can see. It's angled. You're probably going to bounce right out of this stall more often than others when you're trying to learn it, but I'd say the easiest way to practice hitting this one is to land it in line with the line. Fall off the stage, then slam up onto it like this. I did this a few times from different heights to try and figure out what's easiest, but I honestly can't tell. To maintain it, you need to be holding something or you'll slide out of it like mid. You can stop your momentum on this stall if you hold the right angle, turn your camera slightly to the left, and hold left. If you do it right, you will stop your momentum. Also, when hitting this, try to hit it further to where the line is thicker. You try to hit it on the other side and you're going to bounce out of it much more frequently. This is Sunside. The whole side is also called Sunside because there's a sun on this side. This stall can be nerve-wracking because it's close to the water, but it's really easy, I promise. The biggest thing you need to remember is that the stall is on the very edge of the rock. Drop from the top and lose your momentum as best you can. Then fall into it holding forward, but only just before you hit it. Once you're in, make sure you adjust yourself if you're going to slide too far forward or any direction, or you'll just fall straight off. If you hold nothing on the stall, you fall off and die, so hold forward into it. If you move your camera while holding forward, you will slide in that direction. It's hard to explain, but doing it is the best teacher. You get a feel for how to control yourself on all these stalls with practice. There is a way to live getting stun hacked on this stall, but I won't lie to you, I don't know how to do it. But luckily, Trick will be commenting on this video, so you can go down to the comments and see the pinned comment left by Trick to go figure out how to do it. And if he doesn't comment, he will be burning in hell. This is fourth line stall. It needs a better name. The spot for this stall is narrow and on the very edge. It's pretty difficult to learn and do consistently. You're also extremely likely to die trying to hit this in a 1v1, and still likely to die if you get stun hacked while on it. I personally hit it on an angle like this. To maintain the stall, you need to be holding forward into the wall, and left or right helps a lot too. You can avoid the stall bounce by slightly moving your camera one direction to slide that way, and then back the other way. You will need to pair this with either left or right if you want to do it correctly. This is spine stall. It's probably the hardest stall we're going to cover in this video. If you've ever hit a spine on Doom in Parkour, it's exactly like that. The spot is off center, which makes it a little tricky to learn at first, and the fourth best player in the world can't even hit this stall. I sadly don't have the recording of him trying for half an hour because of the new patch, deleting all my replays, but this is how I hit it. You can hold forward into it and stay there, but I find it easiest to land and readjust myself accordingly with either left or right. If you're close to the spot, you do have a little leeway before you start falling, where you can adjust yourself. This is a very useful stall in my opinion, only if you stay aware of your opponent's movement. People love to spike you up this stall a lot. If you want to dedicate time to learn these stalls, there's no point trying to do it in a pub or a 1v1. You should use the code from earlier, Y5ZZ8, or this one, 5C4JR, which is the one I've been using in this video. If you'd like to practice without the enhanced gravity of 3.6, you can't. The latest update for Overwatch sadly broke all three codes, and only Royal's 3.5.3 version is fixed. Regardless, these are the codes in case they get fixed. BZHJD and 5CFDM. The first one's made by Merlin, and the other is an edited version by Fiore. I think that's the order. Either way, they're two incredible stallers, so trust where their markers are. They know what they're talking about. There's lots of utility in these modes, which makes it super easy to learn these stalls. Commands are all on the left side of your screen, but in case you're illiterate, press crouch and reload at the same time, and these visuals will appear on the stalls. They're basically like training wheels for you, and you just want to aim to land on those. Hopefully, I could give you some insight into learning these stalls, but at the end of the day, there isn't any trick to land these 100% of the time. It really is just practice. The most I can give you is explain how I hit them and give you a visual guide. I did also kind of rush this video because the new WoW expansion drops literally tomorrow, and I've put this video off like since before Christmas. As always, I'm happy to answer questions in the comments from new players. Good luck, team, and God bless NTB.